Here is one of my favorite fall medicinal beauties. I absolutely love the shiny gold of goldenrod. And here we have two different species of goldenrod. There's this really showy one, and then this more kind of compact, flat topped one. They're both goldenrod. They both do the same thing medicinally. If you just watch goldenrod for a little bit, the way it kind of blows in the breeze, bounces around, it's just so cheerful. And if you come in and pull the plant down, it just bounces right back out. And that, to me, is an indication of what the plant does. Plant signature, it's called in herbalism. Some people believe it, some people don't. It's all about finding that balance for the individual, and so when I see this, it just kind of goes with the flow, blows in the wind. It's golden and vibrant, and when you pull it over, it bounces right back up. So that's what goldenrod helps us do for our bodies. And I am going to show you how to make a goldenrod oxmal. And I'll explain to you what that is and why it's a great thing to have in your house. All right, as promised, I am here with my supplies to show you how to make an oxmal. An oxmal is a mixture of apple cider vinegar and honey. And this is a delicious way to incorporate some of nature's goodness into your body to help support you. Apple cider vinegar has all kinds of health benefits, and number one of that is helping aid in digestion. Honey has all kinds of medicinal, helpful benefits that aid our bodies. And if you, for some reason, didn't want to use honey, you could do a simple syrup with sugar and water. So we're going to make this oxmal with goldenrod, and you can do an oxmal with any kind of herb you want to, or you can just do apple cider vinegar and honey. I like to do it with goldenrod. And like I showed from the pictures in the garden of goldenrod, it has this great vitality to it. It is also really good for working to support our whole urinary system. So really helping move toxins through and process that. It is a little bit of a diuretic, which means it helps our body's flush systems. So keep that in mind if you're on any kind of, already using any kind of diuretics. This will really help activate things there. So I use the folk method, which is a way of just kind of eyeballing instead of using exact measurements. So you want to fill your jar about a quarter way full with goldenrod. And you can use all the above ground parts, the flowers, the stems, the leaves. I already put most of it in here, but if you look here, I have a lovely bouquet of goldenrod that I picked. And to put it into my jar, I like to break off a smaller piece. And first I go down the stem to get the leaves, and then I just kind of slide off the flowers and put them in. And then I compost the stems. Once you have it about a quarter of the way full, you can use a honey vinegar ratio that suits you the best. I have discovered that I like my oxmal to be a little bit on the tartar side. So I do a 3 to 1. So 3 parts vinegar to 1 part honey. Generally people do a 50-50, 2 parts, or it would be 1 part vinegar to 1 part honey. So if you're using in a 16-ounce jar, you would do 8 ounces of honey and 8 ounces of vinegar. So I have my honey here. If your honey gets crystallized, you want to be sure to use good local raw honey. With using honey and goldenrod really helps boost our histamine response, and helps by incorporating these into our diet, it helps reduce the sensitivity to seasonal allergies. Goldenrod is not what's making you allergic this time of year. It has huge pollen drops. It's the ragweed. It's the little insignificant white flower that's around. All right, so I'm gonna put my honey in. Doing about 4 ounces of honey. And then my apple cider vinegar. You want to be sure to use apple cider vinegar that has the mother to get all the best benefits. And when you want to really shake it up, and make sure you're getting all that good sediment off the bottom. That's where all the good stuff is. Shake, shake, shake. Make sure it's off the bottom. And I'm going to top it off with apple cider vinegar. Put my lid on and give it really work to shake it up. Get that well incorporated. And the honey's sticking around a little bit, so I would keep shaking it to make sure all that honey dissolves into there. You want to be sure to label it with, you can write where you got the honey if you want to, what season the honey came from if you pay attention to that, that you used apple cider vinegar, and I always like to write down where I got the plants too. And then you're going to let this sit for about 2 weeks, and you can just put it someplace out of the way, but where you'll remember to give it a shake every couple days. And then after about 2 weeks, you will strain it, compost the plant parts, and then you have your oxmal. And I really like to, sometimes when I just need an energy boost, take it by the spoonful, either that or I put like a glug into some fizzy water, and it is delicious. So happy oxmal making.